I'm not sure. I guess I don't know how this works. Hi. Swipe left. My goodness, so many people already. Hi guys. I'm not really sure how this live thing works, ne? And another thing is thank you. Another thing is I want to go to my car and get something, a stand for this phone. Oh, I'll just put it here. I hope it's not gonna mess up the volume. Hi. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, I hope you can hear me. Okay. I'm gonna leave you guys for like I'm gonna start talking like in 5 minutes time, which is gonna be 8:30, like I said. I'm so sorry if you're right. Utomnya, you look innocent. How can a 30-year-old woman look innocent? This is where's Bex the rainbow. I'm not innocent. New hair, yes. I got my new hair yesterday. Because I had the abdomos and it was eating my hairline. So I realized that I had to take it off. That's why I have the bangs. It's like to distract you guys from my hairline that is soon gonna need minoxidil. They are not done yet. Nails, you guys are savage. Now I was busy the whole day. I was on a duty the whole day. My nails are not done. But I have a friend who's already paid for my nails on Monday. So on Monday, my nails are going to be done. Thanks to Vivi, by the way. That's my friend that pays for my nails. Okay. I do have a disclaimer. I have kids. I think by now we know. And their bedtime was supposed to be 8 o'clock, but they managed to twist my hand and said that they want their bedtime to be at 8:30. So because of that, I might have to say goodnight to the little people at 8:30 first before I come and talk. And another thing is that my phone might ring, and then I might have to answer. Are you going to allow a panel? Guys, I don't know how TikTok lives work, ne? But Lando beyenziwe ngu-Madam Speaker of having multiple people speak, because I did pop into that live. Someone here tagged me into that thing. I went and I saw it. I saw how a live works, but you have multiple people talking and I think if I go live again, I'll probably allow for that. Panel can't happen for now. Your settings don't allow. Yes, most likely they don't, because this is a new thing. Dibuli Samaro, please. That was saying that. Jongan, guys, if I'm going to concentrate on the... Okay. If I'm going to concentrate on the comments, I'm not going to be able to talk. Ne? Yeah. But hello, everyone. I hope you are fine. I hope you are fine. Someone is saying she's very soft. Guys, I am not a soft person. Nah, I'm very loud. Colin, here's that call that I was talking about. Okay, I'm so sorry. You guys are gonna think I'm not serious about this. Mamelan, I do want to do the live. I honestly do want to do the live. I do want you guys to get to know me, but I've just been called. I need to go and check on a patient. But seeing that it's already 8:30 and there is people that are already joining, can I just say something? I'm not gonna stay on for a long time. First of all, thank you for honoring me. Can you guys hear me? Okay, thank you so much for honoring me. Hi guys, I'm not gonna be able to read your comments. I'm sorry, I'll just read the comments after. Cala ningabikho offended. I hope ke ebalekile nizawukwazi kuyipick up. I'm not able to stay long. So I guess this live is not going to be what I thought it was going to be. I just wanted to say hi. And I also wanted to put a soul and a human figure behind those videos that I was making. Okay, all right. So I said that I wanted this live to be a get to know me. I thought that I was going to have at least an hour to speak to you. But I guess it's not going to work out like that. One of the things that prompted Uba, Molwen, guys, let's reschedule someone. I think, rescheduling would actually work better. But I'm going to say this, ne? One of the reasons that made me want to come live and introduce myself was because of seeing, obviously, but shame people don't know me, and because people don't know me, they are like making a lot of assumptions. Some of the assumptions and some of the deductions people are making have some truth in them, and some of them, like they're quite far. So I'm going to just give you like a quick introduction of who I am for 5 minutes, hopefully. For 5 minutes, and then I can reschedule. So igama lam ndinguCeliwe, ne? NdinguCeliwe, igama lam, that's my name. That's the name that I was given at home. I am the 5th born of 7 kids to my mom. And then I am the 2nd born to my dad. And the reason for that is because my mom was married and then married again to my dad. So I will tell you the story of like how that came about. But my mom and my dad bebehlala eThembisa thina from birth. When I was born in 1994, someone was making an assumption about when was I born. When I was born in 1994, beslala eThembisa, and another thing is beklutshekwe ekhaya, ne? Beklutshekwa kakhulu ekhaya. My mom and my dad, very, very poor, but there was a lot of kids. I mean, we were a lot. And then what happened is umama wam has got a sister, okay? a bigger sister and also a younger sister. So my mom, the bigger sister, ongumomkhulu, ne? She's a teacher by profession, and in her marriage she never had any kids. Okay, so njeba umomkhulu never had any kids, and she's a very strict woman, and she loves God, and she has always wanted to have a girl child. So umomkhulu then spoke to my parents, and my parents thought about it would actually be good for me uba ndithathwe ngumomkhulu mna ndiyohlala ke ngoku nomomkhulu. So at the age of 11 in December, when I was going to turn 12 the following year, ndizawuya kwa grade 6, then umomkhulu came and took me. Okay, so umomkhulu came and took me, and then ndahamba ke ngoku ndayohlala eMatatiela, and ndahamba ngumntana kamomkhulu. Okay, so that's the story of my parenting, my like being parented and where I grew up. So ndahamba ke ngoku ndayohlala eMatatiela. So from grade 6 up until high school, I was in eMatatiela. From grade 6, ndifunde eZamokuhle JSS, from grade 6 up until grade 9. And what can I say? Like, there's a lot to tell you about that period of time, from grade 4 to grade 6, staying at home with my aunt, everything that she taught me, and everything that happened there. But there's also a lot to tell you about what happened before I moved from eTembisa, where I was staying with my parents, to go ndiye kwa momkhulu. What I can tell you is that me moving ndiye kwa momkhulu was actually a blessing. Okay, it was a blessing because okokuqala umomkhulu uyititshala by profession, so that meant that she was going to buy me brand new uniform to go to school with, and that also meant that there was going to be like a confirmed meal, and that meant that my life was going to change for the better. And also what that meant was that I was being offered a chance to be able to go to school and not have to worry about what am I going to eat. So there's a lot for me to tell you about as far as my life there is concerned. And then when I finished grade 9 as Amoguhle, I went to Mvenyane Senior Secondary School, where I did grade 10, grade 11, grade 12. There's also a lot to tell you about what happened there and how was my life there. And then I passed to grade 12. I topped my district. For those that know me, they know, but I was the top achiever for my district. And that's how I got the recognition, and I ended up being offered a chance to go and realize my dream and be able to become to go to do medicine and become a doctor. Okay, there's also a lot to tell you about how I even got into doing medicine, because that was just the glory of God. There's a lot to tell you about that. And then also after that, then I was in school and I did medicine. Then first year, second year, and then in third year, that was, no, in fourth year, at the beginning of the fourth year, that's when I met Mr. Dada. So there's a lot to tell you about my life before then, up until the moment that I met the man in question. Who now, because of what I went through after he'd been in my life, is now making me say and talk about all of these things. I intend on sharing all of that because my heart is in fetching all these other women that are in similar circumstances like I have been. And the reason someone will ask me about, but why are you putting your reputation on the line? Why are you making yourself a sacrificial lamb? And my answer is simple. It's because I can. It's because I can. Like, it's because I ask myself, but if I'm not going to do it, then who's going to do it? There is no one I know that is as confident as I am. There is no one I know that is as smart as I am. And there's also no one as I know that has got so much willpower and that is resilient as I am. So that is why I am determined to do this. And that is why I am vulnerable enough to share the most embarrassing moments of my life. That is why I'm able to put through myself through social media and let people that don't know me from a bar of soap comment on how ingqondo ndingenayo ngakhona kodwa ndingugqirha. Like I've had people sit and discuss how I am a doctor as opposed to speaking about the issue at hand, which is not being spoken about. You know, we have a problem. We have a problem of women that are sitting in marriages just because they have got to be in the marriage, that are being abused. That are being abused. And I'm coming out to come and tell the story. I'm coming out to come and fetch some of those women. And then the first thing that people want to hammer hard at is, I am a doctor and what. I am hopeful. I'm going to come back and do this live. And I'm going to come back and continue this conversation because I am hopeful. Uba, the conversation is going to take a turn. We are going to look past, we're going to get to a point where we are able to look past my degree, and we're going to get to a point where we are going to be able to look past my failures, and we're going to get to a point where we can look past, you know, the psychoanalyzation of uceliwe, and then start having the conversation that we need to have. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to cut this live because I've been called for something, and I need to attend to it. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to not do the live or not to show my face because it's gonna look like say indo and just but I just wanted to come and say hello. I wanted to come and say hello. I can see the comments. Someone wrote here about you are book smart and not street smart. That's true. I'm not street smart, Mna. I am not street smart. That's true because I grew up a church girl and I did tell you that. So how can I be street smart? I'll come back. No, I'm not saying I'm going to come back tonight, but I'll announce on my TikTok when I'm going to be able to go live again. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry, but I'll come back. Thank you for the love. I can see it. I can see all of the things that you're posting. I'm 30 years old. I just saw now someone asked how old I am. I was born 4th of July, 1994. So I'm 30. I'm turning 31 this year, though. Okay. Thank you so much. You bring her up, I'm sure.